Okay, we're gonna try this again. We're having some OBS problems. I don't quite know what the hell's going on here. Anyway. Hello everyone, this is John Crate. We're playing Midnight Suns. So let's see what she has to say.
After our last battle, what happened to Lilith?
You were in the woods. You and your mother obviously came to blows. But we found no wounds, no evidence of what happened at all. A silent, deathly embrace between mother and child. We had hoped you would both find peace in the next life.
But she is not buried here.
No. We entrusted her to the Knights of Wundagore, the ancient protectors of your ancestral homeland in Transia. I don't think they ever expected to contend with an organization like Hydra, and I doubt Lilith spared any who survived her reawakening. There's something you need to read.
Yeah, this. The world according to Loki. Someone of my background and skill set must find interesting ways to pass the nearly infinite stretches of boredom. To be blunt, I do seek power and conquest, as many have alluded to in the past, but I also seek out my own forms of entertainment. This, I believe, adds the spice of life to many of those so-called heroes' rather dull existence. It is quite easy to do what you are told. Follow orders, stay in line, do not oppress the weak, blah blah blah. What is the challenge there? Imagine my dear brother Thor's adolescence without the occasional giant spider manifestation to create chaos and liven things up a bit. Without my contributions, his younger years would have been a never-ending series of training exercises while listening to our father ramble on for all eternity. I like to think that Thor welcomed the occasional serpent attack in the city of Asgard. Moments like those gave him a chance to show off and flex those meathead muscles of his. Without me, he would be on his own searching out trouble. I'm merely bringing it right to his front door, so he can play hero. Fun. What else can I read or steal or what have you? Occult History of the New World by the Mysterious Scribe. Note from Agatha, Stout Will, the last to stand before Lilith, and take her fury, so to protect our hunter for one more moment more. You'd be horrified at the idea of a monument to you, but you'll just have to allow us our little indulgences. I know that you loved Gideon's Cross. You and Caretaker would walk there often. Read this. Conquest through technology and mysticism. Power and conquest have been my ambition since early youth. Only a fraction of individuals possess the strength of will to even pursue such destinies. For one must be perfect in both mind and body before a journey of this nature could even begin. My ascent to godhood began with a quest for answers, a means to free my imprisoned mother from Mephisto's grasp in the depths of hell itself. 1 second. Yeah. Something in my teeth. That singular focus opened my mind to the power of arcane sorceries. I concluded that forbidden magics must be combined with disciplined academic study to free my mother's soul and ensure my victory when facing Mephisto. My experiments sought to resolve this conflict, which led me to the regrettable encounter with Reed Richards and the explosion that scarred my flesh. From that point on, Richards and any others who opposed me would face the wrath of Victor Von Doom, reborn from the ashes with the means and technology vastly superior to anything seen before. Now armored and set to take what is rightfully mine. Many have sought to topple me from the throne of conquest, yet all have failed. The Fantastic Four, mere playthings for my amusement. Let us consider the Hulk, thought to embody unlimited raw and destructive energy, and yet Hulk fell like all others, unable to withstand my power-armored blows. Even in my infancy as Doctor Doom, I seized the power cosmic, and the surfers bored with ease. Guardians, heroes, whatever they wish to call themselves, are little more than childlike pawns. Even Thanos, self-appointed tyrant of the galaxy, was laid waste by a single blow from Doom's fist. For the record, Thanos did not possess the Infinity Gauntlet at that point, but no matter. He would have been put in his place. Such is the will of doom. Good for you. Skill lessons. I'll take that. Thank you. I want to inspect the picture, please.
Intriguing.
Yeah, updating the driver just did not work for me very well, did it? Loss. Caretaker's Journal, June 3rd, 1710. My appreciation and adoration for Agatha has left me vulnerable to feelings I have not known for centuries. I want her by my side, and I wish for her to join me for what we will be facing in the coming years. Though I admit that it may be selfish of me to share these risks. I find myself in the very position I once criticized and judged Lilith for, and it brings me shame. As blood descendants, we were not meant to bring children into this world, or love another as she did, as I love Agatha. Was I wrong to judge Lilith so harshly? Or am I wrong now? It's hard to face. I found myself wanting to be with Agatha just as Lilith felt with Gregor and their child. To have a family, to love, and to be loved by another. Okay, I think I've looked at everything in here. Agatha's altar. Excerpt from Wanda's journal. I have to restore what I've taken from the altar. The damage I've done can only be reversed when all the elemental rods have been returned.
I'm sure it still seems a bit cryptic, but Wanda was definitely onto something. If you remember my altar, that's where she was conducting her experiments.
An investigation that involves experiments. Why do I feel like you were going to get me into trouble?
Since when has that ever stopped you? Let's meet out at the altar. I'll try to do a better job of explaining from there. Charlie will show you the way if you've forgotten.
Okay, well. So where was that, So I could just fast travel to the altar. Was this the place? Gamer Wolfsbane. God, what is up with these graphics? It's like everything's made out of cloth.
I need to find the next moon seal.
That's right. What I'm looking for, last time I forgot to put all of the pieces onto that mysterious grave. But I think I have all 4 pieces now, so I should be able to do that. Was this the spot that it was in? I'm getting a bunch of wolfsbane again, at least. I don't know what that's useful for, but I'm getting it. This might not even be the correct place. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's see if... Now that I've got all the dolls, let me see maybe if it's the 4 dolls. Because before I had... There, place dolls. I had 2 of them before. Now we've got all 3 to go with the 4th. Boom.
I should have known you'd wind up here eventually. You were somehow always here as a child.
If only I had known him. And still you masked even this from me. My own father's grave?
It wasn't you I was hiding it from. I've been making a lot of apologies to you lately. Now, they probably don't mean that much. But I am sorry, Hunter. Lilith's relationship with your father went against our ways, our purpose, or so I believed at the time. It was the Elder Gods themselves who first breathed life into us. Human notions like falling in love couldn't possibly be part of their plan.
And then you met Agatha.
If only I'd realized it sooner. I might have been a little kinder towards him, especially at the end.
What happened?
A great sickness came upon this area just before you were born. Your father was one of the first to fall.
With all your power, the 2 of you, you could not save him?
Lilith was a gifted healer, but this was no ordinary plague. The corruption went beyond his physical body. In the end, there was nothing we could do.
You were not affected by the plague?
We were all affected, whether we were among the sick or not. I'm sure there was a time when your mother and I both would have just as soon join the dead than continue to watch the villagers suffer.
I cannot imagine you ever reaching that point.
Lilith may have been the most skilled herbalist in the New World. I saw her perform near miracles with the potions she concocted from the plants in her garden. She was consumed by the idea of finding a cure.
But she never found one.
No, despite her efforts, nothing ever worked.
I can see how that would be a dark time for both of you.
With darker times still to come.
What did Lilith do?
She did what anyone would have done. She grieved. But in her grief, she lost herself, and her grief turned into anger.
Is that when you took me from her?
It wasn't long after that. Things started to fall apart before my eyes. I couldn't see another way out but to run.
The plague that turned her into the mother of demons?
No, this was something else, but cut from the same cloth. Your mother was no longer the woman I knew. The sister I had fought alongside for centuries. She was gone.
I've never heard you talk this way before, Sarah.
It's hard to walk the grounds here without churning up so many old memories. Maybe now you understand why I don't venture out here that often anymore.
Thank you, Sarah. Your timing may need work, but I appreciate the honesty.
Anything for you, Hunter. Anything.
If only it were always this easy to bring a family together.
Don't sneak up on an old lady like that.
Well, I'm not. You're right there.
Tell me about my father.
Believe it or not, you can thank your father for those good looks of yours. There is a striking
God,
resemblance.
that pose is just annoying.
I only have the faintest memory of him. What was he like?
He was honest. A working man. You could say authentic. Of course, I still didn't like him. But that wasn't really his fault. I'm old enough to admit that now.
But he loved my mother?
He loved her, and she was smitten with him. As the story goes, they were happy together. For a time.
Until I came along?
You were an unexpected gift, but a welcome one. Your father was very proud.
I wish I could talk with him now.
I know that feeling all too well, kiddo.
So can I got a key. Can I use it on this, please? Major strength tonic. Hellbreed. Epic. What the hell? Okay, we got a few things. Okay, so I did that, and then but I'm supposed to go to